Hello friends, how are you? This is your friend Hitesh Vora and I'm here to launch a new channel, Learning Bites. Now, I always say that we ought to add an adjective. So I'll be honest, Hitesh. It took me 4 years before I actually record my first video and genuinely saying it might not be the best. Please pardon me for that. But I'll try to give my best the way it is. Now, professionally, I've completed 27 odd years in the industry, maybe in sales management, and launching the video today because I've completed 15 years as a trainer and definitely pursuing a career in coaching. Now, what I am actually intending to give via this channel is share whatever I have learned in this 27 years of journey. I share my experience because I always believe that if you give to the world, the universe will automatically give it to you. So what I'm actually intending to do is to share and let's have a culture of learning within all of us. Now, my first video will be taking care of something which is very common and something which we all are not very confident of. It's something called as goals. Now, you all must have heard, and whenever someone asks goals, we say, yeah, we definitely have one, right? And I actually ask many people in our sessions about goals, and many people say, I want to be rich, I want to be probably having a house. Now, when it comes to goals, we have an acronym which you all must have heard of. I'll try to simplify it the way it is, and definitely we can dwell on it a little more than that. When it comes to goal setting, we use an acronym called as SMART. Now, S here stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for achievable, R stands for realistic, and T stands for time bound. Now, when it comes to goal, I earlier shared that many people say that when asked about goal, they say, I want to be rich, I want to be having a house. The context remains where the S comes into play. Is that a specific goal? Now, when it is specificity, one very important element in specificity is the what element. So please, when it comes to goal setting, define what exactly you want. When what is specified to the core, then the other thing that has to be worked in specificity is that how we'll go about achieving it. So that speaks about the process. Now the what and how, if it is defined well, there are bigger chances that you might achieve your goal. SMART, M stands for measurable. Now for your goal to be achieved, you have to measure it over a period of time so that you know how much you have achieved and how much you need to go further, right? So please have a goal which you can measure periodically. A here stands for achievable and R stands for realistic or relevant. Now, why this thing is important? Because please understand, goal should not be something which should be comfortable. It should be challenging. And that's the way it should be, right? So, make it a point to make it something which is pushing you, actually stretching you a little bit, but definitely something which is achievable and realistic, or else we lose heart and we lose the goal there and there. Last but not the least is the T, that is time bound. Now, why your goal should be time bound? Because if you don't put a time to your goal, you probably might not put in the relevant efforts for it. And many times, as many people do, is that we have this habit of procrastinating. So we actually push the things for tomorrow. So when it is a time bound effort, there are bigger chances that you will achieve the same. So my request to all of you, please have a short term goal and a long term goal. A short term might be ranging between 6 months to a year or 2 years, and a long term might be 5 years or beyond. Now it's rightly said that if you don't work for your goals, you will have to work for someone else's goal. So please work on it and ensure that you have one. If you like this video, my request to you is that if you can subscribe to this channel, if you can like and comment, it will be more than welcome. My promise to you, I have launched this channel after 4 years. I stay committed to give and share as much knowledge as possible, and I stay committed to at least give you one video from my end every month, or even more for that matter. But keep on learning and keep on growing. Cheers.